Welcome to the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast.
If you like a lot of wrestling on YouTube, join our cult. Hello.
Skirt.
It's what Migos and them say in between bars, isn't it?
Oh.
Walk it like a tuck it. Skirt. Walk it like a tuck it.
Oh,
Well,
thank
they
you,
don't
Bob.
always go skirt. They do different things like tuck. They just do little ad libs.
Oh. That's
Watch me
awesome.
whip, watch me nay.
Yeah.
Skirt.
Skirt.
We're cool. Here at the
Watch me
Cultaholic
bop,
Wrestling
bop,
Podcast,
Bop, 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 bop. That song was everywhere for a little bit, wasn't it?
joined by
Okay.
Good morning. I've been listening to a lot of Scooter this week. I love Scooter.
this every week. You
Scooter is the biggest hack in the history of music.
listen. How so?
Just what he put out and how he made it work. Unbelievable.
Okay.
He's something for everyone to aspire to be. Is Scooter. Have you seen him with Status Quo? I kind of every time I watch it. Is it Rockin' All Over the World? I think.
Yeah.
That's
He's
Status
just
Quo.
done a Scooter version of that. Actual Status Quo stand.
Is it raving all over the world?
Oh, I can't remember what it was. Is it that? I've just blocked it on my mind.
Rockin' all over the 2019.
Oh, is it whatever you want? It's whatever you want.
Oh.
Whatever you want. Da-da-da-da. Good morning. Stop, drop. Here we go again.
Welcome to the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast, starring Ross on Wrestling.
Hello, Maffew.
It was Ross on Eckies this morning.
Oh.
Jack the Jobber.
Hello.
He managed to show up on time. We're
The
very thankful for that.
XTC.
Yes. They're good.
Yeah, they are.
Yes.
I've not had one for many years, but you know.
Oh, bloody.
Oh, I meant that. I'm talking about the band.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Yes. that's
What's
right.
happened here?
Don't go to Vegas and, take any. Because
Ah.
I didn't actually have the photos that you and Sam took of, Weekend at Bernie's Maffew.
I've got rid of all of them but one which I sent you. Yeah. But I still think that's highly irresponsible on Mr. Funch's part.
Yeah, we'll blame him because he's not here. So, first things first, how the hell are you both?
Delightful.
I'm all right. How are you?
Good. All the better for being here because it feels like a sparkling water.
Oh,
Kinda
boo.
And the amount of discussions I've seen
Yeah.
on this has been, I've been so proud. People taking time off their busy days to talk about, do you actually like sparkling water? The friends and family I haven't spoken to in years. Hi, Dad. How you doing? Yeah, no, I haven't spoken to you. Do you drink sparkling water? So I'm very confident about a win.
Are you?
I forgot last week that while we're discussing the old sparkling water, is it Matt McKnight? He always tweets us, doesn't he?
Oh,
With
he's
all
a
this
nice
hair?
guy.
And all these
hair and
luxurious
flex.
brown hair. Flavoured sparkling water. That changed the game for me. I thought we were just discussing your basic bitch.
Well, we were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favourite flavour of sparkling water is unflavoured.
Oh,
Tastes like TV static.
someone said to
Yeah,
me.
I've seen all the amusing tweets.
Someone said to me, I can't remember who it was, sorry, sparkling water tastes like zips.
Okay, I haven't seen that one. The one I saw was when your leg goes to sleep. That's what. Anyway, they're very amusing, but we'll get onto that in a few minutes. Let's have a look at the news. 2 matches announced for AEW TNT Premiere. We have Cody Rhodes versus Sammy Guevara. It's a very horny match. Plus the Bucks and Omega versus Jericho and 2 mysteries.
Oh.
Who do you reckon the 2 mysteries are? The
give-
Revival.
Well,
No,
it'll be fantastic. I think it'll be LAX, probably.
Yeah, that's a good
that
show.
makes sense.
Mm.
And
I don't know why.
The worst case, that's probably the best case scenario, but the worst case is the Dark Order, since Jericho was in that entrance. Wasn't he?
Oh, that would make sense.
it's already a mystery that. I get you. Given their track record, it could be the Singh brothers. Then they ditch Global. When
yeah.
they were tag titles just to join.
I was just
Yeah.
watching. Sam's watching 205 Live. They're in the ring dancing. So they're being used at least.
Yeah.
Good for them. Apparently that Drake Maverick match is really good.
Yeah, apparently.
I watched
Apparently
a
my
bit of
phone's
it,
not
yeah.
on airplane mode. I do apologise. NBA's Ends Cantor takes
Enos.
part.
Oh, contention.
I got told that I actually checked and someone, a professional,
Richard
lad in the
Tubman.
office, said it is Ends.
Oh, me and him are both very casual NBA. I thought it was
Oh,
Enos
he looks
Cantor.
professional.
Let us know in the comments below.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway, what's he done?
taking part in wrestling training with DDP.
Okay.
Said he was very keen to start a wrestling career earlier this year, and now he's doing the wrestles in the wrestling ring. Dana Brooks' man partner, I believe.
That is the way we say it in 2019.
Other half. Spouse.
Was
Man
that?
friend.
Wait, who is that? Him?
Aye, he's a big tall lad.
Oh, she's really short.
Aye.
Wow. Okay, fair enough.
How will that work?
No,
How do they fit together?
That's not what I meant. I just meant, it's nice.
It's actually got like a game of Tetris going on. SummerSlam, shorter than normal. Oh, hey, come on.
Hopefully.
Kickoff show to be 1 hour. Get in.
Aye, so they didn't, and they were an official announcement. They just put it on their YouTube banner, and everyone saw it and went, whoa! But hopefully that means it's like an hour shorter full stop, and not like the pre-show's an hour shorter, but the main card's an hour longer.
Right.
Hopefully.
It'll only end at 5 a.m. UK time. Yeah. The Big Show show
Oh, yeah.
has been announced.
That's all you need to say. I can't believe it's a
Oh,
thing.
no, I do have more to say, sadly. So Tom Campbell has tried to submit to the Cultaholic VP that me and him should do a show about it called The Big Show Show. And that's how you get a job here at Cultaholic.
We still need to do a live reactions to the Street Fighter movie.
I'd love that so
I
much.
would as well.
But
But
it
yeah.
wouldn't be a live reaction, so we meet mouthing every bit of dialogue in sync with it.
Get the hostages out!
Just, come on, soldier. You came all the way across the world to fight me. And this guy just breaks his neck. Pathetic.
We should discuss what the Big Show is for people who don't
Sorry.
know. By the
Oh,
way.
God, do we have to? Go on.
It's a Netflix and WWE Studios collaboration effort. It's a sitcom about the Big Show, who lives at home with a wife and 2 daughters and a teenage...
a man partner.
A man partner, yeah, his lady partner, his other significant other.
That's right.
And then a 3rd daughter comes here, teenager, and Big Show. It's all about how Big Show struggles to be a father of 3
Rather than a father of 2.
rather than a father of 2. This 3rd daughter...
I don't doubt that it's different, but what?
This 3rd daughter must be an unbearable arse. But I was thinking the other
She's the
day...
Kelly Osbourne of the show.
With it
I
being
thought
a
she'd be a
sitcom-
giant as well.
she might be.
Yeah, that's what are they big? Like,
It was like the synopsis of the movie was like, Big Show's always been the centre of attention. How will he deal now? He's not the centre of attention.
Rob Schneider is a carrot.
I was like, it's Big Show's home that he's lived in for years, but for the cameras just to man him up. So he gets up in the morning, wakes up, bangs his head on the roof.
I was saying the other day,
Oh.
how many shots will there be of the Big Show on a very little toilet?
Yeah. Oh, no.
That's what
You
it's
can't
gonna
even
be,
see
innit?
it. It's just doing a squawk like, what are you doing?
I reckon there'll be at least 3 per episode, because, big man, little toilet, poo.
Everyone gets their dinner served, and it's all like, wow, there's so much food. And Big Show's like, oh, this is a snack.
He tries to get on the bus, but cannot sit down properly.
It gets in the bus.
An old woman.
Whoa!
An old woman perishes under his arse.
Big Show's really good at doing a sad face. So how many times will we see him just do his his thing that he does?
Because your feet's too big.
But Cheaty said the other day, by the way, he's like, have you never noticed Big Show's smile before? I was like, no. And yeah, Big Show's got a lovely smile. Bit of a cheeky little smile. Aw. Apparently.
He's got teeth like a saber-toothed tiger, hasn't he?
I googled Big Show smiling, so I found that, yeah. Can confirm. Lovely, heartwarming smile.
I can't wait to not watch this show. Speaking of shows we don't watch, Daniil Dashwood signs with Impact. What a great theme that
It's been a
was.
while since that she's done that. I liked her as a heel as well. Everyone's been saying, because it got announced around the same time that Margot Stunt got announced, and I saw on Reddit, I think it was, like, just jobs for the boys, really, isn't it? Just jobs for your pals in AEW, and people were like, well, hang on, maybe she wanted to go to Impact because they've got a better women's division. I was like, they do have a good women's
They
division.
do have a good women's division,
Yeah.
don't they?
Yes. Can confirm.
So you can't read too much into it without knowing. But also, people were pointing out maybe it's because Cody did say he didn't want to rely too much on ex-WWE people. So it's an interesting one. I don't think it's a bad, particularly. I think it's
that's a good quote from former WWE IC champion Cody Rhodes. Jimmy Uso ? Did we cover this last week? or
No,
did
it
we-
happened. Like, as soon as we
Right.
finished shooting the podcast, it broke.
I was thinking.
So do we talk about it? I think it's...
Don't drink and drive.
Aye, don't do that. WWE's statement was a load of bollocks. He's responsible for his own actions. The man's been arrested 2 times since February for drink-related things. Do something before something severe happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wise words here. Anyway.
It's a very special episode of
Yeah.
the Cultaholic Podcast.
Vince on WWE Q2 earnings conference call. Oh,
Big
maybe
quotes,
some
yeah,
quotes
Maffew.
here. All right. Well, do you want to do them because you're so good at the Vince
I'm
McMahon
not doing
impression?
it now. I
Alright.
feel bad.
On PG rating. Well, I can't do it either. We're going to be a bit edgier, but still remain in the PG environment. But at the same time, we're not going to go back to the Attitude Era. We're not going to go back to the blood and guts and things of that nature, such as is being perhaps by a new potential competitor. Ooh.
He called them a competitor.
We're just not going to go back to that gory crap that we graduated from. And again, a more sophisticated product. Again,
I'm going to kick you in the vagina.
attracting much better writers, attracting better management, and things of that nature.
Things of that nature.
Right.
That's like the what a maneuver of the conference call.
And henceforth, on AEW, as far as our competition is concerned, the old is it adage? Adage.
It's one of those words that you see written down more than
old adage.
But I know how to read it.
epitome rather than epitome.
Don't write what you cannot say. The old adage is that competition is good for everyone. I think that's generally the case. Although, again, we're hoping that, to the extent that they are competition, we're hoping that they don't go on with blood and guts and gory things that they have been doing, which would be bad. And I can't imagine, I can't speak for TNT, but I can't imagine they'd put up with.
Oh,
This is the same week that Brock Lesnar caused Seth Rollins to bleed from his mouth.
he busted up his guts so much that he
Yeah.
bled
And the
from the
same
mouth.
week, a man literally tried to murder Roman Reigns.
He's acting like he's probably seen the Cody chair shot. He's acting like they're like, what was it called? The crap ECW that was run by Rob Black.
XPW.
He's acting like it's that. It's not. But you know,
XPW will never be. XPW forever.
right?
Sorry.
Was it
I
good?
can't even say I was straight, mate.
Was it-
No.
Okay.
No. But it was such a fascinating company that decided to buy out the exclusive rights to the ECW arena so no one else could run it. I didn't realize how expensive that was, and he did it for 2 months. Anyway, that's the news. Also, to add on to that, Martin Kirby,
Oh, yes.
yeah.
tour of Dragon Gate.
The boyhood dream has come true for Martin Kirby.
Yeah, he's never been to Japan, never done a tour.
Oh, I'm buzzing.
I think he's only done USA because of
State of
pop
emergency.
culture. Yeah.
What a
What a show.
God almighty me.
Sure that was. Who did he wrestle on it?
I can't remember.
Because it was meant to be Grado, but then there was complications. I can't remember I can't remember who.
One from that show.
I can't remember who replaced him.
Joey Ryan was there, was it him?
No, I pinned Joey Ryan.
Oh yeah.
God, well done, lad.
Jim Cornette commentated that match, didn't he?
With a tear in his eye. What else is that? Oh, yeah. ICW Shug's Who's Party was this weekend, both parts 1 and 2. Stevie Boy returned after a year absence to a hell of a pop.
Right.
As should be expected.
He was the mystery opponent, wasn't he?
He was the mystery opponent. And also, Kushida replaced Jeff Jarrett in a feud that they've only been building up for about 9 months.
Against Jackie Polo.
Yeah. Against Justice Jackie Polo's retired that gimmick now. It's probably the best.
Oh, I
I'm not
liked
get
it.
Jeff Jarrett's no point, but
I liked it though. I liked how
it
he
was
called
it was good. It was like, oh, we'll finally get the match. It's like, and he's like, oh, we can't be here.
It's just like
Sorry guys, here's a guy we're not using yet on TV to substitute. Not salty at all.
I just like how he would call it like the Glasgow Sportatorium and stuff like that. It was really good because the crowd hated that. It was brilliant.
Yeah. And it seemed to be a good show, and it was on their network the day after it happened.
Right. Wow.
So
They worked through the night.
just saying.
They actually worked through the night then.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah, you
Okay.
can watch that on demand.
I saw that gif you shared of
Wolfie
Wolfie.
taking the poison reverse.
he's not
Frankenstein.
going to any party soon. Doing
Well,
that
unless
sort
there's
of
a wheelchair access. Right? No, I hope he was all right. That was oh god.
Yeah.
And loads of other stuff happened, but rather than bore you with details, any other news this week?
There's 2 matches that everyone's been talking about from the world of indie wrestling in the North American scene. So at PWG
yeah,
apparently there was an insane 6-man tag. Everyone's saying it's like the best PWG match since the famous 6-man tag that Ospreay, Seidel, Ricochet against
Everborn,
the Bucks and Adam Cole.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then this one featured like, I'm not going to remember everyone. There was a guy called Black Taurus who I've never heard of before. But
Taurus.
like he had a Bulls
Oh
mask.
no!
Aldi's
oh,
own
no.
brand Taurus.
Oh, yes.
I tweeted Aldi and Strongbow, and neither of them replied.
The other
You don't know what you're missing out on.
The other match was
That's what Nick Allen on Twitter was alright.
the other match was at Beyond Wrestling's American Rana
Oh,
show.
of course.
It was an hour-long Iron Man match, always risky, between David Starr and Joey Janela. And apparently they'd been in a bit of an intense feud, but they showed respect to each other afterwards. Yes.
Yeah, they did no real barbed wire one time at Beyond.
Wow.
Weird for David Starr, but Beyond Wrestling's weird because the shows are incredibly long, but look at its value for money. Because there's no way I could watch one of the shows in one sitting. Somebody watches WrestleMania in one sitting, but God, yeah, you buy a show and you get it in 2 parts.
Fair enough.
One more bit of news as well. Hogan was on
get
Austin's podcast, wasn't he, and confirmed he's not going to wrestle again.
Yeah, news.
You can
Well,
take
I'm glad he confirmed that.
He was like, you can take all those one more match chance and just stop.
He
Because
also-
they're deafening those chants, they are.
He
Hear
also-
them everywhere with Hogan concerned.
That's what people usually yell at Hogan nowadays, isn't it? For one more match.
It was a sad story because Austin was like, how are you feeling? He's like, I've had both my knees replaced, my hip replaced, 1 back surgery turned into...
Arthritis.
Yeah, he's got arthritis.
He's an Andy Williams song, isn't he?
1 back surgery turned into 9 back surgeries. Stem cells went wrong because they injected him with something he was allergic to. And he's only because his wife was there.
He said it felt like he was being
Wait.
stomped on by a million elephants.
Wait, what?
So you know this stem cell to
Yeah,
help
yeah.
rehab and stuff
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
muscles and whatnot. To freeze the stem cells before they get put in you, they put them in something. DM something, I can't remember what it
To
was.
prevent it from crystallizing,
All right,
they
okay.
soak it in this thing.
And whatever the stuff it
Right.
was soaked in, they put into Hogan because obviously it was like still on the cells and he's allergic to it. And he was like, And just because his wife was there, she was like, he's not right, him. No, that was like, oh no, he's not, is he? So they saved him. Probably could have died.
Bloody hell.
I believe it because Hogan said it. I thought the way he said that the stem cells rejected him. I was like, no, he's a racist.
He also admitted to being a dick at the end of WrestleMania 6 to take the shine off Ultimate Warrior.
He's admitted that. He put
Has
his
he admitted that
autobiography.
before?
It's one of the
Oh,
few
right.
truthful things he put in his autobiography. He went, haha, I left and no one was looking at him.
He also admitted that he was an idiot at one point as well.
Which
Wow, what a great thing to admit that
I
everyone
read
knew.
a little recap that someone did on Reddit, and one of the points was just Hogan admits he is an idiot.
I admit the Warrior story being true, but I also admit that the Metallica story was completely true as well, brother.
I fell asleep like halfway through, so I missed this hearing
good
with
review.
my own ears. But I was watching Tom and Adam speak about it the other day. Apparently, he said he came up with the heel turn and the Hollywood Hogan name.
He wanted to do it at WrestleMania.
Wait.
He said he wanted to turn heel after WrestleMania 6 or something like that. Something ludicrous that's just never true.
Yeah, right.
That one was a big lie.
Who
Yeah.
came up with the Hollywood name, like officially?
I don't know who came up with the name officially off the top of my head, but it had to be either Bischoff or Sullivan. And, not Hogan.
I
Yeah.
don't think it was Sullivan.
Sullivan even had to say that he had to stay near Hogan for a week before the thing, so he didn't change his mind, and no one got to him and goes, "What are you doing? That's gonna be stupid."
Fair enough.
That was the news, though.
Yeah, I can't think of any more news.
It's great, stupid Hogan. That's all I got. Let's go to the Hall of Fame segment.
Everybody get excited for the Cultaholic Hall of Fame!
Now it's time for the best segment ever, the Hall of Fame. I'm
Is it?
so hyped.
Is it the best
I
segment
haven't seen
ever?
it. I haven't seen it. But again, just be an online presence. It can't be. I'm going to make like. Who was it that said it?
This-
Study.
this is
Izzy
what-
Wizzy. Let's get fizzy.
This is before you check, right? Do you remember before the referendum when everyone was like, "We're going to
for-
stay in"? Everyone on Twitter saying we're going to stay in. You're in your own little bubble here.
Are you saying there's a large portion
pro
of the
sparkling
viewers of this
water?
podcast who just haven't voted?
No, I'm saying that there's a lot of viewers who just haven't got in touch to emphasize how good Stillwater is because it's just the general consensus.
I'm saying there's a lot of German people that watch this,
Right.
and I'm hoping that all 3 of them
Yeah, I was going to say probably more British people, but all right.
voted, or this is going to be a bit of a landslide. All right.
He's a third.
Straight away.
Oh, get in.
In wrong order, fizzy water 15%.
Oh, weak sauce.
Waited all week to see this. Be my moment. I can plant my flag on and go. That's what I did at Cultaholic.
Shout out to Toby.
15%. Oh, just to rob. Second, Dexter Loomis, 29%.
Yes.
The one you were like, I haven't got to pick this week. Let me have a think. Oh, the first wrestler I think of, Dexter Loomis.
No,
that was Ross.
that was mine. I'm a big fan of Dexter Loomis.
How are you cheering?
Because I know what. Because that means
I mean, he won.
you're.
First, but what a waste of Patreon money. Stillwater, 56%. Council Pop
Get
won.
in.
Council
Bob.
Guess I'll drink this by myself.
Oh yes.
All right. Well, Jack, you won this clearly rigged vote. So why don't you say something?
So we're recording this one a little bit earlier than the day than normal. Just about the time we finish, or so thereabouts, the first Ashes test will begin. And I'm such a plastic cricket fan that I only really get interested when it's the Ashes. So I'm going to nominate the England cricket team. Come on, the boys, reclaim the Ashes. Let's go. Mine's the England cricket team.
I'm hoping the noise of the spot and what will drown you out.
I'm just nominating the England cricket team.
That's nice of you.
Barmy Army and away.
Yes. I also am a plastic cricket fan. Yay, the Ashes.
I hate the Australian cricket team.
Why is that?
Cheats.
That's not true.
That
Get
is
some
true.
bloody
It's actually true.
sandpiper.
They got banned for it.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Well,
actually,
those lads who got banned,
Aye, they're
this is their
back.
first Test series back.
they're back.
It's gonna be proper like a good atmosphere because they're gonna get like actual heat from the crowd when they come out. And the first Test today, I think.
Actual
David Warner's the top heel in the Australian cricket.
Here come the
David
Australian
Warner.
team. Bam, ba, da, bam, 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 ba, da, bam. Playing the crickets like the air guitar. The cricket battle.
Playing the cricket.
You know what I meant?
Oh god.
Ross, what's yours?
Bacon. I tell you
Oh,
what,
no,
I had a
man.
massive bacon sandwich for the
can't
first
nominate
time
bacon.
in like 6 months, maybe. I haven't had bacon for about 6 months. I don't know why.
You must have knocked your socks off.
Oh
huh?
my god, I nearly had an orgasm.
Yeah.
Almost
I
climaxed.
just giggled at the word orgasm like such a schoolboy.
It's a bacon because it's fantastic, isn't it?
Go on, more detail. What did you have it in a bun? Sandwich?
So
Wrap-
nice,
wrap-
thick. I bought like the expensive bread from Asda, thick.
Thick cut.
White?
cup,
Brown?
white. Just a
For bacon?
smattering of tomato ketchup.
Brown seeded.
Nah, a smattering of tomato.
Smattering, not brown sauce then. Bring this back to the past weeks.
Tomato ketchup. Pile on the bacon.
How many
Maybe
bacons?
even a full packet in one sandwich.
Wow.
Not that
It-
far.
easily
Almost
done.
3/4 of
Easily
a packet,
done.
I'd say, in one sandwich. I like them thick, mate.
Yeah.
And another smattering of tomato sauce. And then you put a smattering of tomato sauce on the bread so it soaks in. And you put it on. and you squeeze.
Okay.
You squeeze.
Squeezing so vital.
Squeeze. It's like when you're eating. It's like 2 sandwiches need to be squeezed: bacon sandwiches and crisp sandwiches.
Yeah. To stir the dough, just
Wait,
put it all down.
how
in
do
it.
you cook it? Do you George Foreman it? Do
I
you
foreman it.
Hulk
at the minute.
Hogan
I
grill
foreman
it?
at the
Do you-
minute because I don't own pots and pans and stuff. So foreman grill.
That's not, but that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good thing.
I know it is. Yeah.
Less cleaner.
But
Some
you-
people,
how many-
but some people at home who are true to bacon's like roots and traditions and whatnot, they'll be kicking off.
Is it
going,
frowned upon a George Foreman?
I don't know.
No, people will only say 'cause I haven't got one. I want to die young. Shut up. But sweet, you haven't got any pots and pans?
No,
Why not?
just don't. I never eat pasta. Never have.
Things you would boil.
Never. Yeah.
Oh, so you haven't like just moved house then? You just haven't.
No, no, just doing pots and pans.
Oh, okay.
I've got an egg maker. But it makes boiled eggs. It makes omelets.
I still haven't.
That's interesting.
I moved
So
house.
my dad's got one of those poached eggs.
It
Little
makes
thing.
poached. It does. It's,
Oh, you can just change your thing out.
you just put like it's got little comes with a little cup. And
I
you
love this
fill it-
interview I'm doing. With
You fill it. It's an ingenious thing. You make all like 4 or 5 different types of eggs. And just depends. You get a little cup, and it depends how much water you put in the cup,
Oh, okay.
and depends which fixtures and fittings you use. That's what egg you produce.
Nice.
Oh.
If you want to make an omelette, you put more water in the cup. You use a different fitting thing.
That's the saying.
That's
You
how-
can't make an omelette without.
I put more. Yeah, when I make an omelette, I put water. Yeah, you've lost me
I
there.
tell you what, though, they're at about 15 bahts off Amazon. I might try and get them to sponsor me. I'm going to try and get some company to sponsor us. Failed with
Just give me free stuff.
Strongbow and Taurus.
Shocking that, try and get people to give you free
I
stuff.
know, I was the perfect.
Unrelated, grapple clothing, ladies and gentlemen. If you too want to look cool and maybe put some part of like underground hip hop movement like myself, then you too can go to Grapple. Oh, look, it's even on the sleeves as well.
I went to their stall during North, and
They do a stall during North
and I
Wrestling.
genuinely just wanted to like inquire about how much one of them was, with a view to buying it the next show. But so I didn't have any cash on me. I just
a
went.
good story or a bad story. So
I just went. Oh, all right, Graham Norton. I went. Oh, are you gonna like? I was like, how much is it? Not that one. It was like the black one with the short sleeves. And I was like, oh, how much is that? Blah blah. And he was like, oh, it's 20 quid or whatever. And I was like, very reasonably priced, by the way. And I was like, I don't have any cash. And he did that thing where he went, we do have a card reader. And I was like, why have I ended this conversation? So I promised him I'd buy it next show. Because I was going out afterwards. I couldn't just carry this bag around with a T-shirt.
That is one of the annoying things. I'll go to a wrestling show and there's no bags. There's nothing. No.
Right, I
Again,
can-
North Wrestling is it's laid, so it's like
Yeah.
I'll go to Rise with
Yeah.
Matt. What's that? What's in that bag? Looks suspicious. It's a signed picture of Ricky Shane Page. Right.
Just stick it down the front of your boxer shorts. Impress the ladies with that bulge.
You forget about it. You bring them home and they're like, "Who's lucky kid?" He's like, "Well, right now it's me." But
I keep him next to my Willie.
Lucky Kid. It's the best name you could have chosen for that scenario.
I know, right? I went, oh, wait, this is going places.
What's the worst name to choose for that scenario?
Oh,
Jimmy Havoc would be a good name.
I'm trying to think who was on the card. Just G Adams, 'cause it's a girl's name. You don't want to call your cock a girl's name. Or any
I don't think
any
I wanna
name.
call my cock.
Is your cock got a name, Maffew?
Shreddy Breck. It's only good for,
Shreddy bread.
it's only good for 3 minutes before I get tired.
Fry, mate.
Anyway, moving on.
Turns to
Moving
mush.
on.
can't say
My
that.
pick is going to be, because I'm obviously going for the popular vote with how popular mint sauce and spell green, whatever they like to pronounce that. I've never known. Span and what on Espanol. I'm going to go with Seal, Kiss from a Rose.
He's gone big this week.
You went for bacon?
I know.
It's going to be tough. Bacon versus Seal, Kiss
It
from
is,
a Rose.
yeah.
The theme from Batman Forever versus the theme of Morning.
For the first time ever, Maffew might have told me what he was voting for before we started this.
Ah, see.
Why is it that you guys want to like pull the curtain back? The worst bit. Shut up, you asshole.
What did I vote for again? Oh, the England cricket team. Well, that's not going to be bacon or kiss. Anyway.
Yeah, anyway, it's not only is it a hell of a song,
Why?
but I appreciate it as a kid because it's also known as, AK, the theme from Batman Forever.
So it is
which it
the
was
theme from
grossly
Batman Forever.
inappropriate for being. And I don't recall it actually playing during the film.
No, it doesn't.
Maybe the credits.
Is Batman Forever the one with George Clooney? And
Yeah.
Mr.
No.
Freeze is Arnold Schwarzenegger?
No,
Oh,
it's Val Kilmer.
Oh.
Very
Val
underrated
Kilmer,
Batman.
The
But he was
Nibbles
such a
one.
bell end. He ended
The
up doing his
Riddler.
career in.
Okay.
It's Tommy Lee Jones as Two-Face
Oh.
and Jim Carrey as Riddler.
Oh, it's that one.
And it only came about a few years ago that Jim Carrey basically revealed, just out of respect for him, that Tommy Lee Jones hated him. Because Tommy Lee Jones had tried to do a film about some baseball player. It was his
Okay.
last stab at being like a proper main selling actor. Came out the same week as Dumb and Dumber.
Oh.
Knocked out the top spot. And, it was wild since Tommy Lee Jones was headlining and everything. So apparently they had this meeting and it was just like, hi, Tommy. And he's just like,
Is that the one with Nicole Kidman in as well?
yeah, she plays what is she? Like a psychiatrist.
That's the second woman I ever remember fancying.
Who's the first, pray tell?
Jerry Halliwell.
Okay. It was the 90s, so yeah.
Good pick.
She was the most famous woman in the world.
Who was the first woman you fancied?
The Red Powerpuff Girl.
Oh, we had this discussion a while ago, didn't we?
Yeah. If you talk about real life, then
Then the blue pulp.
no, it was honestly Daisy from the S Club Juniors, and now she's married to a Newcastle player, which is just heartbreaking for me.
Which one?
John Joe.
Is he?
Yeah.
What a small world we live in.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Can't think of the first woman I fancy.
See, I went for a woman. I went for a girl who was
That's a
around
funny answer.
around sort of my age at the time, whereas you seem to have gone straight for like
Oh, it's Captain.
man-eater
Captain.
Jerry Halliwell.
Oh, that's right. He was a big gap because I got my heart broken when I was at school. So
Oh, bloody hell.
didn't even fancy him from Powerpuff Girls. Just stole the centre for that. So your picks this week, back on track, are the England cricket team.
Dun, 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 dun. I've only got writing to do today, so I'll have the test match special on in my ears, listening. Oh, it's going to be brilliant.
Does he still do it, that man? That posh man? I forgot his name.
Oh, Blofeld.
Blofeld.
He steps up, Bills. That's so good.
Wait, sorry. The commentator's called Blofeld. That's why we did have the bond.
He's pretty old now, though, so I don't know if he'll...
Yeah, no.
Wait,
so-
I was in. You only...
Got dropped down a chimney, star.
Mr. Bond. Bacon.
Bacon.
Just all of it. And Seal, Kiss My Rose. What a banger.
Please say kiss my rose there.
Kiss My Rose.
Kiss my... Aha! That was a strong Hall of
That's
Fame
a-
class
oof.
this week.
Of
Yeah.
a murderer's row. And you can vote in the very important Hall of Fame by going to Point of Ross.
Patreon.com/Cultaholic.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the Raw and SmackDown recap.
Let's watch wrestling. On Monday Night
I
Raw,
like that as an intro.
Yeah.
Let's watch some wrestling.
Mike Kanellis won the 24/7 championship following the Mosh Pit Mixed Tag Team match. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Why was this called that?
It's a good name.
I reckon...
The teenagers.
yeah.
They love to mosh.
And it was-
They love to thrash.
Did you like the mosh? I never got it, me. Never got the fascination.
It was weird because there's different genres of moshing. There's ones where it's just a bit bigger push and shove, and it's like, oh, that's all right. And there's ones my mates did, like, hey, how you doing, pal? Or in the mosh pit. I'm like, wait, are we friends? So
I love a jump.
Yeah, a bit.
Synchronized jump with everyone. It's good.
Right. Or you jump in and basically it's a big sumo contest, basically. You'll bounce off each other, that's fine. But the one where you're like windmilling, like a dafty, no, I'm off for that.
I love a crap circle pit that breaks down and everyone's just jogging in a circle very slowly. That's great.
But I can tell I'm old now and like, we're going to do the mosh pit. I want you to kill the guy next to me. And you go, oh, he's all right. Anyway, Maria Kanellis forced him to lie down so she could win the championship in a segment that's clearly doing something for somebody.
I want this just to go away. It was funny. It was so... I call it like a palate cleanser because we hadn't seen that sort of like horrible, trashy West storyline for a while. But now it's just like you've seen it 6 or 7 times and it just gets worse and worse and worse each time. I just want it to go away.
What's the end game? Like, who's getting over? Because
Does Mike hit Maria? Is that what
Oh,
we're going to? That evil woman, that abusing wife? Yeah, take that woman.
They have a vagina off.
Yeah, that line. If you don't open this door right now, I'll kick you in your vagina.
I think the problem as well is that it's so ironic because in Ring of Honor, Bennett's whole gimmick was like he was going out with Maria and it was like, I'm tailor-made to become a WWE superstar. Look at me. Look at all you indie losers all around.
That was his gimmick,
and he's
wasn't
like,
it?
I'm going to head to the big time
20 years
soon.
ago.
And then he went to Impact and now he's in WWE and he's not... Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ricochet won a gauntlet match to earn the right to challenge US champion AJ Styles at SummerSlam.
It was a fun match.
So he did.
Like, I was just sad that Sami Zayn didn't get much of a chance to shine, but
I think people on Twitter was like, oh, so Sami Zayn just signed a contract extension then.
but in gauntlet matches are one of the things that WWE actually does really well. Especially that Rollins one, but also the Kofi one, the first Kofi one, and this one as well was good. It's weird how they scrapped the rematch clause, but everyone who loses a title wins the match to get a rematch, though. We just keep the rematch clause.
Well, no, because that means you have to earn it.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, I can see your point. Yeah, it's fair enough.
Yeah, no, I'm for it. And yeah, and these two segments cut out like it was half the show almost. So.
It did make it a bit predictable for me though, because it's like, oh, another guy comes out, Ricochet's going to be last, is he?
Yeah, it wasn't going to be Andrade versus AJ, was it? Yeah.
I loved the unmasking though. Big fan of that.
I have a few clickbaity websites that were like, my God, Rey Mysterio's mask was there for the world to see.
Oh, his face for the first time ever.
Do you remember when Del Rio did it, the finish of Money in the Bank? And the idea was like, he pulled it, in it, but like, Del Rio then sort of like fell on his ass. So Rey's like, yep, still naked. Still naked. Like, oh,
Rey's a bit like the ghost from Mario. You turn and look at them and they go like...
That's an ending right there. Thank you very much. The OC, don't call it that, defeated the Revival and the Usos to become the Raw Tag Team Champions in a triple threat match. So, yeah, we said it for weeks. Wow, the OC are really getting themselves in the game in the Raw Tag Team division by losing every match. And by losing every match, they've earned themselves a tag title match and won. And that actually is the logic of the Raw Tag Team division.
It's a good match as well.
It was good. They went all out here to distract from the fact that the Usos are a bunch of drink driving.
Yeah, I was shocked to see them on the show. They cut the line off the Raw reunion recap, understandably so. But like everyone pointed out, didn't they? So
you couldn't not. I mean, it's just right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They feature quite prominently in the show as well, not just in this match.
That's right. We'll get that later on. The Viking Raiders defeated Johnny James and Cole Carter.
Yes.
Apparently Stan Lee wrote these guys. Okay. Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch defeated Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. Natalya attacked Becky after the second match.
Now.
Oh, yeah, because they did the dusty middle.
What a load of crap this was.
Now. Right, whose side are you on? Who's the heel in this feud? Because
Becky Lynch is the heel.
But she's the one getting cheered.
She was
Yeah.
Natalya was training with Fit Finlay.
Yeah.
preparing for a match.
61-year-old, I think he's 61-year-old, Fit Finlay. Becky comes down and knees Fit Finlay right in the leg.
Yeah.
Gives him a dead leg.
You're a traitor, she said.
The man who let her,
I like that.
the man who let her back in the Royal Rumble at the start of the year, she's forgotten about that, hasn't she? Cow.
It's because he was teaching Natalya how to reverse the disarm her. And Becky wasn't happy about that. Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, but that. So she takes. What? Yeah,
But why doesn't Becky just ask him how to reverse the sharpshooter?
Yeah, right. But instead...
She got Shawn Michaels?
But the thing is...
Becky.
I'm thinking, like,
I don't.
Because they're trying to make it like Austin, aren't they?
Yeah.
And if Austin had done that, everyone would be like, yeah, go on, Steve. But with Becky, I don't know if it worked because she she's been talking about how she's gonna batter Natalya and outclass her and stuff, and then she kicks off when she's learning to reverse her finisher. I'm like, I don't understand.
Yeah, the person has to like fire the first shot.
Right.
I think, you know,
So then when Natalya came out and jumped Becky at the end of this match and
Fair
put in a
enough.
sharpshooter, it's like, yeah.
Fair enough. Good on you.
it was a bit weird here.
But the Alexa Bliss thing was weird as well.
That's been weird
It
ever
made,
since they didn't.
it made that medical department of WWE's look a bit silly. When you've got a woman, I know she was acting, but with hindsight's a lovely thing, isn't it? But at the time, she was crying, she was doing all sorts. But they're like, oh, just sit on a chair ringside.
Yeah. With her leg up on another chair. Come on.
Would you not take it to the back for maybe an X-ray or put a bandage on and some ice? No, just leave her on a chair.
Just screw her out the ring like to 2K19.
Boy who cried wolf, innit? Or girl who cried wolf.
Yeah, a bit weird all over here. I think it's like they're trying to get to the finish of these storylines and they've missed out a load of stuff just so we can get ready for SummerSlam. And then big reaction for Natalya though, gotta say.
Was it? I didn't know.
Fair enough.
Bigger than I was expecting, considering she should be getting like, oh yeah, Natalya. It's like, oh yeah, it's her. Seth Rollins via Dolph Ziggler via DQ when Universal Champion Brock Lesnar attacked.
Oh.
And it's weird here because Dolph Ziggler on Raw and SmackDown as well has been like referencing older guys. But people are like, oh, they must be building up to a Goldberg versus Ziggler match. I'm like, I think we're looking at the wrong bit here. I think he's just crapping on all the old legends. They're way past their prime, which would be great if it wasn't said by Ziggler, who is so past his prime, he's doing rematches at SummerSlam.
It is weird how he's just always going Goldberg, though.
He's dressed as Shawn Michaels, kind of.
It's always Michaels and Goldberg, though. Why specifically those
Because
two?
they're only two realistic guys that could wrestle him.
No, not Goldberg. You want to see Ziggler versus Goldberg?
Nope.
It would be better
I
than
don't.
Goldberg versus
but
Undertaker.
I think somebody in Saudi Arabia might.
I thought it was like, imagine how excited Ziggler must have been to come out as Shawn Michaels. It's like pure wish fulfillment for him. He's like, I've done it.
Second time he's done it, isn't it?
Is it?
He went through
Must
that
have done it again, yeah.
weird gimmick when he just dressed up as random Cena,
Oh.
Warrior, Naomi. Who else did he dress up as?
Nikki Six?
That's every day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you remember on SmackDown when
it was just
lost the
because
plot?
he used to have his I'm here to show the world. I'm at zip,
Oh,
and it was to show like I don't need this. It was going places, and then
Then they reversed
The
it,
thing
so
it
it
went
goes-
was him. He left the US. Still haven't explained what happened there. So his shoot interview is going to be amazing when it comes out. That's why I want him to get released. Just go. What was this about?
he went, what's wrong, Seth? Have you lost your smile? I was like, whoa, he's whipping out all of Michael's references. I thought he was going to say something about the screw job
went,
or
wah,
the
wah.
Syracuse thing, but he
He
didn't.
should have been like a proper comedian, have like a horn. what? Lost your smile? Honka. Da, 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 da. The
beatdown was good.
and then the beatdown. Christ.
Fantastic. I was rooting for Lesnar, me. The crowd were rooting for Lesnar. Everyone was rooting
Yeah.
for Lesnar. Well done, Seth. There was something
Right.
missed off the news, by the way. Meltzer reckons I think it was Meltzer. I do apologise if it's
Oh,
not.
we have to sort this right, or we'll look foolish.
There's a special focus being put on Rollins to make him look cool now.
Oh, yes.
Oh, is that
was-
why I talked to the street
Yeah,
prophets?
literally. That's why.
And he didn't look cool.
Hello,
No.
my cool friends. Hello, person we've just met.
But they had to be happy. They're like, oh, yay, it's you.
Hey guys, Seth Rollins.
That's not how you do it. You ignite the fire and then you burn it down.
He's so cool. It's the problem is, whenever they decide to make someone cool, they can't do it.
No.
And they obviously think that, like, cool teenagers and stuff, they want to see their heroes go, like, just take the piss out of the people that they're fighting. Like when he did the Lesnar thing, when he was like, "Oh, I'm Brock Lesnar with my bulging eyes and my neck muscles." It's like, well, it didn't.
I'm Brock and I'm really big at good wrestling. Yeah, he is.
It's just I got a flashback there. What WrestleMania entrance is it of Diesel's where Vince is on commentary? And I think it might be 13 maybe. And he's just going, he's big, he's daddy, he's Big Daddy Cool, he's really cool, he's Big Daddy Cool, he's Diesel, he's so cool. Just imagine like Rollins coming down. Michael, say he's cool. Michael, say he's cool. Michael, just say he's cool loads of times and people might believe you.
See, I don't think he did it for Diesel, but he did it for every time during Shawn Michaels. Look at him, the showstopper.
What a ride!
He's taking his clothes off.
The one where he ziplines down is the best thing I've ever heard.
Here comes sexy.
It's just Michael's music's playing, and then the spotlight goes on top of the arena. He's like, "Who's that up there? Could it be? It's like, yes, of course it is, man.
I hope it's Shawn Michaels.
And he lands, and when he lands,
Help, police.
when he descends into the crowd, Vince just he's too excited. He just goes, "Oh no!" It's so good.
Survivor Series that year when he starts speaking French about Shawn Michaels. I can't remember. He's like, he's the showman to something. I can't remember what it is.
Je adore Shawn Michaels.
I need to watch that back.
He thinks he's cute. Oh, je t'aime. Je t'aime.
Dior.
Shawn Michaels, I love you. And then we have, what else happened? Oh yeah, so Lesnar beat him up. The crowd were cheering because you're at a wrestling show. You want to see people get beat up.
It was
And
like
this
a
is the worst
Western
thing-
bar fight where the aggression spread to everyone else in the locker room.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone was kung fu fighting.
The Samoan Summit descending into chaos. Who saw that coming? That was good because like they beat him up backstage and Samoa Joe's like, get out here. Do you want some? I'll give you some of this. And yeah, that was cool. Big
Yeah.
old brawl. And yeah, so lots of chaos and violence this time.
Cedric did a dive.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, it was good. I like to see.
That's what the script said. Cedric, yep. You do a dive. Right, thanks.
The Usos are involved. And someone pointed out that, like, when they were about to put Roman Reigns through the table, the Usos ran out and Cedric ran out. Everyone tried to save him. When Brock Lesnar was murdering Seth Rollins, no one, not a single other
That's
babyface.
because he's too cool for school. He's so cool. Nobody knows he's alive. I tell you what, though.
That was what was going. Go on.
Rollins taking their bumps on that there stretcher.
Oh, yeah.
Hip first. Woof. There's no way that doesn't hurt, is there?
Well, we can only hope. God, he's been rotten these last few weeks. Good. SmackDown. Kevin Owens and Drew McIntyre came to blows after a heated exchange where Drew McIntyre just decided to, do a "you talk too much" 2 weeks after Xavier Woods did it. So we're about to start putting bets on the next superstar that's going to do it. I'm going to throw you around like your puppet Jack. And no reaction from the crowd apart from one guy that called hug side going, "Ah!" Yeah, I'll go well.
I'll go for Samoa Joe to do a "you talk too much" next. There you go.
Listen to more Joe. I'm hard on a table.
He's been fantastic on Up Down Down recently. He's the Up Down Down champion, and he's been cutting these like weird like gospel sort of promos after he wins. Like, you've been touched by the power game, another victim to the power game. Just
Nice.
They said it couldn't be done. They said salvation wasn't possible, but all is possible through the ways of the power game. Then he kisses his hand and touches his opponent on the head.
That's pretty cool. What game are they playing?
No, it's just his game is the power game. That's his way of winning. That's his path to
Yeah,
victory.
but what games are they playing? And he does-
Various stuff. He
Oh.
recently beat Kalisto at air hockey. The puck flew
Oh, I
up
saw
and hit
that.
him in the face.
No, when you talk about the power game, and he JFK'd him with that.
He beat Kalisto at air hockey.
Yeah.
I thought Kalisto would be a bloody wizard at air
Oh,
hockey.
Joe's got the forearms though. Just like
I think it said in the
Kalisto's
script
like
like Joe cannot lose to Kalisto.
he also beat the Iconics at like that arcade basketball where you just throw them one
Oh,
handed.
yeah.
And then at the end he goes like, "Billy, didn't you used to play basketball?" And she's like, "I did, yeah." That's it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it's one of them.
Yeah.
Isn't this your game? Oh, shut up. Kevin Owens then defeated Drew McIntyre because he didn't appreciate the reference. Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross defeated Bayley and Ember Moon.
What? Ember Moon.
Why did she take the pinfall?
Whose cornflakes is she pissed in?
Yeah.
She got the match by bollocks reasons, really, when Bailey was going, I'll choose you. And then Bailey went on Twitter and was like, nah, Ember's not quite good enough. I want you, Trish Stratus. And then on SmackDown, she took the clean pinfall.
Yeah.
That's how you build a credible challenger.
Yeah, I think they forgot that you challenged for the title. After like, oh yeah, Ember Moon's going to show at SummerSlam. Oh, sorry, Ember, you've not done much. But then Bayley got revenge after Ember Moon hitting her last week.
Aye.
That was nice.
She
She kind
flew.
of like, huh?
That's the first time the Bailey to Bayley looked like devastating. She flew.
Well, it's Ember, isn't it? She's good.
Aye.
Yeah.
No, she's not. She's awful.
She always loses.
That's what we've been told the last week. She's awful. Not good enough. That's not my word.
What a good match of SummerSlam is going to be. Charlotte Flair crashed the King's Court. Oh yeah, and challenged Trish Stratus to a match at SummerSlam, presumably because Trish Stratus forgot it was actually Raw Reunion last week.
Well, no,
Like-
the story was she was on holiday, right? She couldn't get a Raw Reunion.
Oh.
So they flew her into SmackDown so Jerry Lawler could ask her, Trish, would you have one more match? Only for her to say, nah, I'm a mom now. I'm a bit busy. And then after hearing that, Charlotte Flair was like, well, I'm actually the dog's bollocks around here now. And then Trish was like, well, yeah, we'll go on and we'll have a match. That's the story there.
That's actually beautiful write-up, yeah.
Love it if one of our laughs was the laugh at the start of her theme tune rather than her laugh or whoever's laugh it is. Whoa, it's time to rock and roll.
Tony, oh, it's time for macaroni. Yeah, I like to think that Trish was like, oh, you missed it last week. I'll go then, Charlotte. No, you come here. I think as well that they had to actually give Charlotte Flair something to do so she couldn't interrupt the women's title match. You know, if you've got like multiple pets and you give like your dog A some food and then dog B some food, but you have to give them at the right time and distract them, or dog A will just eat all the food. It's a bit like that. That metaphor was better in my head. Dolph Ziggler defeated Finn Balor because life is pain. And then Bray Wyatt came out and beat up Finn Balor some more because we will get this feud, this match sorted out, because we didn't get a TLC that one year.
Yeah, but it looks like it's going to be better this time. And it looks like Bray's going to win.
Can only hope.
Yeah.
Yeah, and more of the let me in stuff with the puppet and wrestling. So obviously someone backstage, big fan of Simon Miller.
Did you catch a word of anything Ramblin' Rabbit said?
I was struggling.
I listened to it. I had it on 0.75 speed, mate. Still couldn't do it.
Why are you listening to that slow? You like
Just to try and work out what he was saying. I couldn't
like
understand.
Beatles lyrics. Bray is dead. Bray is dead.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Good. Yeah, I know my music, mate.
Yes.
I know my music.
You know what I watched
Scooter, Seal, the Beatles.
I watched yesterday, which was the most heartbreaking thing. Yeah, James Corden does that carpool karaoke thing.
I already don't care about
He
the
was
story.
in Liverpool with Paul McCartney, singing along to the Beatles in a car. Is there anyone worse in the world at the minute?
Did they
than
do
James Corden?
Did they do "Baby You Can Drive My Car"?
Yes, they did. There was camera cuts. The Paul was in the driver's seat 1 second, then James was, then Paul was, then James was. They went to Paul McCartney's childhood home. They went to a pub. And I'm just sitting there. Does James Corden deserve this? Really? Is he the one person in the world who should be doing that job? No, he should not. He should be locked in a room with Aleister Black and the key thrown away just after Aleister Black's let out the room, and then that room should be set on fire. I hate James Corden, mate. Of all the people to be everywhere.
No, let him go. Let him
of
go.
all the this is an issue here.
Go on.
Of all the people to be everywhere all the time, why does it have to be James Corden? He's on American TV. He's on our TV. He's in the car with Paul McCartney. Bollocks, I tell you. Bollocks.
Gavin and Stacey's coming back.
Yeah.
Christmas special.
I'm looking forward to that.
Hey, just do one thing doesn't mean you can do everything. Yeah,
Can we just quickly reveal our favourite Beatles songs, or is there no time for this?
Help.
Okay.
No, that's what he was asking for. You gotta get a bit. I'm gonna say Helter Skelter.
Mine's my
between.
second one, though.
Helter Skelter's my second one as well. Back in the USSR. Really like it.
Nice.
I know it's just a piss take of the Beach Boys, but it's a really good song.
I like. Is it?
Yeah, it's meant to be a piss.
actually. I'm not that into like
Ukraine
Beatles.
girls really smell. It's all Beach Boys. Back in the USSR.
I like their feud they had.
Yeah. Well, the Beatles just took the piss and wrote a class song by doing it. It was great.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway.
I want to talk about James Corden.
Oh,
And by talk about what Ross was roundabout.
Oh, I can't stand him, mate. There's
No,
few people I literally cannot stand. And he's at the top of the list. He's unbearable.
I think he's more bearable now than for a while. When he was.
Him and Paul McCartney. I am with you. Like, there's a place and time for James Corden with Paul McCartney.
They're going down bloody that road. I forgot what it is. What's that road? they
Penny
sing about?
Lane.
Penny Lane.
Penny Lane. Abbey Road, maybe.
Abbey Road.
Yeah.
Penny Lane.
Penny Lane.
They go to the barbers.
Well, you know, I've got a car and go anywhere.
I know, yeah.
So literally, Paul McCartney's in the car with him, and they're going to a childhood home, and then the pub. So it's literally his life is flashing before his eyes.
Yeah, it's like if
I'm doing what with what? All right, cool.
Suppose like I haven't been back to this house since I left, all the way back in the 50s and
Bollocks.
60s and whatnot.
And James Corden says, "Yeah, you usually have to leave something before you can go back to it."
But why the first time he goes back does it have to be with James Corden? What? James Corden.
You know what? I'd probably like move on, but I enjoyed that bit.
hurts me,
Ali
Matthew.
defeated Nakamura because everybody who holds a title has to lose.
The referee did a Mike Dean. It was fantastic.
What
He
did he do?
ran away celebrating with Ali. He wrote it. The referee had to run around the ring to get to Ali, and he was like, "Way!"
And Cody Kingston defeated AJ Styles, which was a weird. thing
What a
there.
finish, though! Unbelievable
Oh,
scenes.
If the
done.
camera had got it.
Did it miss it? I can't
Well,
It missed a few of the dives. And
it missed the stuff on the
because-
outside a bit, and then it cut back just in time for him to spring off. But you didn't really see the setup. It was all because I think commentary noticed that one of them just like there was all this stuff with the New Day in the club on the outside, and the commentary had to go like, Woods just jumped off our announce table, like they were trying to like actually like as if it was a radio commentary of what happened because they knew people couldn't say it. But yeah,
not a good look for the production, but they love cutting.
Yes,
like
no,
a certain comedian with Paul McCartney.
I thought you were going to go far more offensive, but okay.
I've done the New Jack's forehead joke too many times. Roman Reigns narrowly avoids injury in the backstage area as Jimmy Uso attempts reverse park.
No. Oh, bollocks. Even though
poor Roman. Screw him.
Yes, screw him.
Yeah, on him.
Like, find a wheel drunk.
It says here though the saga takes a new twist.
That's for the mailbag.
Sorry, the saga.
Oh wait, I know what that's reference.
Yeah, we'll get that in a minute.
Yeah.
But anyway,
this right.
You know something's coming up when during the main event they're like, well, we will be speaking to Roman Reigns. Look, us getting ready, doing the hair and all this. Here he comes. Roman walking.
Look at him.
He's walking in slow motion.
His name is Roman.
He was walking like someone. One of the top comments on the YouTube clip of it is, "This is like a backstage like 2K or like SmackDown."
SmackDown 2. No, you're wrong.
Yeah, it's like one of them.
He's just walking down. Then they always end. Why did they always end with Michael Cole going? Every single one. But where do you start with this? They always do this. They think it's the Avengers or some Marvel thing, but then it looks good on paper, but it doesn't work in practice because nobody knows this is going to happen. But somehow there's always a camera in a place it shouldn't be to pick up shots.
On the shelves as well?
On the shelves that were coming down. There was one on the back of the car when Shane McMahon got thrown through it. Braun Strowman, every time he pushed one over, there's a camera in the thing getting pushed over.
Enzo was... with Lana.
I thought you were going to say when Enzo was fighting Joey Janela at the Blink concert.
Fighting.
But there was one. That's what people thought was at work. I'm like, yeah. A vertical camera shot. Oh, it's going to be on TV soon.
When The Rock got squashed, that was another one that shouldn't have been there. Do you remember when the
No. Cut to Rock. Yeah, and the only way we could get that shot is if Rock had the camera as well.
On a similar note, the one when Austin dropped Triple H from the forklift. Austin, no! I'm sorry!
No!
Holy sh...
Kayla Braxton was outstanding, though, her acting. Yeah. No! Ah! Woo! But Richard Tubman pointed something out. It's if you slow it all the way down to 0.25 speed, which he was doing for some reason, you see the shot it in two.
We live exciting lives here.
They shot it twice. They shot it once with Roman walking, and then he must catch it. And then that must have been the end of the shot because you see a cameraman. He's in the back of shot, and they must have done it again where Reigns is starting but lying down, and he just flopped the thing down, and you see arms push the scaffolding. You see arms push the boxes. You see Roman stood up, and then he's down, and he's back up again, and he's back down again. It's cut together awfully. The cameraman's there, it disappears. He's there, and he disappears. They always do this wrong, but they always do the same thing repeatedly. That is the definition of insanity.
But do you think they go backstage and are like, Kevin Dunn's like, yeah, that looked great.
Yes.
I'm going to get my Daytime Emmy Award. Beat Days of Our Lives or whatever it is in America.
Bruce made an appearance, though. Big Bruce.
Bruce
Pritchard.
Did he?
Yeah, he was one of the concerned people. He was just running about.
Oh, how are you? Dip, dip, dip. What'd it do? That's what you want to see when you nearly died. Bruce Pritchard.
Got another ending for you for Botchamania. Just have Roman walking down and then pause it and then have the options come up and be like, let Roman live. Push boxes. There you go. Have that for free, everyone.
Well, like Heavy Rain.
Yeah. Quick time event. Tap the buttons. He's like,
Jimmy!
You seen that
Jimmy!
That show on Netflix with Bear Grylls. On Netflix. That's literally what you do. He's going through the jungle. And he's like,
to choose your own adventure.
He's like, you decide what we do.
Oh, I don't know.
I only did like 2 things. It's like, you can either go through this thing where there's a crocodile or go around here where there's a snake. And you send him where the snake was, and the snake doesn't get him.
Because Bear Grylls. Son of Snake.
It's Jason. I can
remember the name. Sorry.
It's all right. Let's go.
That's why I went with Jimmy, because he's a punching bag this week. He's a punching bag because his airbag's deflated, you see, because he... Anyway, whatever. It's bad.
I know it's bad. I know.
What else happened?
I hope he's learned his lesson.
So, what else happened? I haven't seen NXT UK this week because it's too early.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh, yeah. Crap, I haven't either.
Awesome.
No, wait.
Should we end it now and go to the next bit?
205 Live, Drake Maverick and Mike Bennett, Kanellis had a good match in the main event of 205 Live.
I'll believe you. I don't want to watch Mike Kanellis.
Oh, it was a good match. Drake Maverick was getting so cheered. Everyone loves him now, which is great to see because we Brits have known that he's great for years.
Absolutely.
But now everyone knows that he's great.
War Spud.
Spud.
He needs to grow the hair back, though. That hair he had, like, 2008-9. When he's come out to Bon Jovi.
Oh, right.
When he looked like Towers of London.
Donny.
It's a throwback,
Johnny
isn't it?
Tourette.
Sorry.
He's smoking now? I love that episode. Never mind the
Legal
Buzzcocks.
cigarettes you can buy in shops.
What will he do next?
I should explain
Sorry,
to
I
everyone.
set them off.
I should explain to everyone. Donnie is a punk.
What's he doing with his life now? Simon. Then he massages his boobs, doesn't he?
Oh, he actually served me this at Sainsbury's. Shut
Donnie or Simon.
up, Jack.
He goes, your last name's Amstel. He's like, yes, it is. Amstel's a beer. I like beer, and I like you.
God.
If you haven't seen it right, there's a... should we explain?
No.
Okay.
We'll save it for the law of Cultaholic. So all the people who do get the reference look really smug.
We've
People in the
referenced-
YouTube comments going, what are they talking about?
Never mind the Buzzcocks.
Now we should never mind the Buzzcocks needs to go global. Americans, Australians.
No, they'd ruin it.
Just
Yeah.
watch it. You can't.
No,
not.
because you know who they're presenting it? JC.
James Corden.
Not Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Yeah, they would.
Paul McCartney. Your question.
They should have James Corden
That's how he
on.
talks.
Bring back the old. Bring back Mark Lamar and have like a Chris Moles.
What is he doing, by the way, Mark Lamar?
I've got no idea.
I don't know.
He's like
Just disappeared. Throwback. Oh, God.
But they should have, never mind the Buzzcocks, just reunion one show, have James Corden in the bloody, what's his Chris Moles role? Do you remember when they ripped Chris Moles a new arsehole? Oh,
We are really taking it back now.
I'd have a ball watching that.
Yeah. But you know who's not having a ball? The people listening to this want to hear wrestling. Let's move on.
Let's have a rummage in our mailbags.
How be on, lads? I can confirm that the person claiming to be Boise's cousin to be a hoax.
Oh,
It was the wrong name. I'd love it if the cousin were listening. She'd probably be married now and has probably thought kissing her first cousin Boise, who is a flat earther. Oh no, there's actually a place, I don't know if we should say it. I'll say it. At Pilton Working Men's Club was long in the past. Proper job, chutney. I don't know where
it's
this is
chutney
going.
again.
We're on first name terms.
it's Johnny again.
Like, I don't know where
Chutney's
this is
back.
going, but I think one of us is going to get stabbed
After
in
quite
the neck.
After quite the hiatus, Chutney's actually.
Chutney Ferret, isn't it? That's his...
Yeah.
Anyway,
Good to hear from you again, Chutney.
moving swiftly on to this saga. This has been the sub-story of the
Boise thing.
The Sopranos, all the
It's
stuff going on in the
like-
background that
It's like
pays off.
it's like one of those weird YouTube videos, like Slender Man, when the pieces all gradually come together and people do theories about it online. Brilliant.
The very last episode we do a Cultaholic, like, here's Boise. He's
Boise-
got a knife.
Boise comes in.
I hear you. Question number 1. Hi, Tom, Adam, and Sam. What?
What?
What's that
Oh,
mean?
because they're the ones who fill in for us three when none of us are here. So it's the other three.
Oh, that's a good joke. I work in a cafe in a museum in Oxford. Oh, I can tell. It's usually really quiet because it's a museum. But the other day, while I was watching an episode of Raw at work, I forgot to connect my headphones, and then my phone blurted out Maria Keller screaming, "You're not man enough to impregnate me!"
Nice.
And my supervisor looked at me and laughed out loud and said, "Save this kinky word, name redacted, for your bathroom breaks." My question is, have you ever been caught wrestling in a humiliating moment in wrestling and have been able to explain it?
Or watching a humiliating moment in wrestling, I'm
I
assuming.
think that's what he means, yes. By a friend, /boss, /partner, etc. And if so, what moment was it? All the best, Seif Ashore.
Who?
Seif Ashore. S-E-I-F.
C for sure.
Seif Ashore.
I get it. Unless it's not.
Seif Ashore.
Unless it's a real one.
It might be a real name, so I think we should leave it alone.
Okay.
Thank you, Seif Ashore.
We've been...
Well, I'll kick off the discussion.
I've got
Every
one, so
single
go
time I would watch Raw alone at home, my mum would go in the kitchen, and every time she'd walk back in the living room, there'd always be some sort of bikini thing going on, and she'd go, "What are you watching that for?" Little 13-year-old, 12-year-old, 11-year-old, 10-year-old me watching women in bikinis.
It's related to that. My dad would come on, he'd come watch TV, going from work, and he's like, "Monday Night Raw." It's like 2005. He's like, "Oh, nah, get it off. I want to watch whatever I want to watch." Next up, Trish Stratus. All right, you can watch this. Then you can turn it off. But related to that, there's a FMW podcast that Bahu FMW has been like #1 English-speaking FMW fan in the world puts out, and there's one where, again, put it on there, it's doing stretches, whatever, in the living room. My housemate doesn't come in when they're talking about barbed wire. Doesn't come in when they're talking about Onita or all the other guys. No, he happens to walk in when they're talking about the one match Hayabusa had with, I believe it was Mr. Ganase, where I can't remember if it was the loser or to win the match, whatever. He had to shove a firework up the other guy's arse and light it. And Bobby goes, it grew up really in depth in these things. That's why it's so great. It's like, this is because of this, and it's very homoerotic, and then it goes all the way up. My friend's just like making some cornflakes. I'm like, it's not all like this. It's not all like this. Just the good episodes.
I don't have a story about being caught watching wrestling. So,
Are there any other stories about getting caught you want to share?
Nope.
Probably for the best. Moving on. Greetings, gentlemen. Whilst watching Lesnar's brutal assault on Rollins this past Monday, I almost felt like I was experiencing it myself. I was coughing and gasping for air every time Seth landed awkwardly onto his ribs. Another example I could think of where I experienced this sort of thing was when Adam Cole landed on his spine on the back-to-back chairs at TakeOver. I remember them. I could feel my back tightening up instantly. My question is, has there ever been any spots or events that have occurred in wrestling where yous could relate to feeling a wrestler's physical pain and suffering? Kind regards, Jack Goff.
I didn't even bloody realise that. I've been caught a game myself. I think that might just be a legitimate name.
Because, you know, you're reading it, so you see a bit of it coming. It's like, all right, you know, the fog of war of reading. And it's kind of regards, so I thought it was Jeff, you know, with a G. So I was going to Jack Jeff. So, oh, no, there's no E there, Jack off.
I don't know. It could be. My
Okay,
name is literally Jack King, so it could be the legit one. You never know.
I went to school with a guy who was legitimately called Michael Hunter. Probably actually don't think about that too much. We're on a PG podcast.
Oh,
and so, what are we talking about? Oh, have you ever related to another wrestler's pain?
Just reminds me of something Jimmy Havoc said on the hit Cultaholic series Straight to Hell. The reason why he does the thumbtack.
Was he on that?
He pulled my pants down. That's the reason why he does the paper cut things and the thumbtack things.
That was always going to be my answer as well.
Yeah.
To make people go, oh!
Yeah, everyone's been there, stepping on a plug and stuff like that.
True.
I can't relate to thumbtacks or barbed wire or like that, but yeah. Even if there's absolutely no contact there, it's like, whoosh. I'm like, oh, that's the worst thing.
Isn't it weird, though, how every wrestler seems to say that a chair shot is the most painful thing?
Do they?
Aye.
That's very believable. I mean,
Do they?
But it's the most commonly seen one, isn't it, really, when you think about it?
I'd have assumed like maybe like a kendo stick was worse because it's not as flat. You know, it's
Tan your arse, wouldn't it?
yeah, all the guys that took kendo sticks out would be like, look, these are real marks. And you're like, oh, that sucks. So any other instances of twattery?
Anytime. Oh, there was one where I think it was Marco Stunt in the All-In pre-show Battle Royal where he nearly fell out the ring and Bubba Ray had to save him by grabbing his hair and just lifting him by his hair, and I was like, oh, that looks nasty.
He went, don't insult my wife again.
He sat him down backstage.
What an
and
amazing story that was.
speaking of that Adam Cole match, in that match he gets his hand cut open really badly.
Yeah,
And that made me a bit like, oh, because I remember his hand was just red. And I'm usually fine with blood, but certain types of blood I'm not. For some reason, that hand thing really made my hand feel funny. Or nosebleed blood as well. If someone's bleeding, I could probably go and help them. But if someone had a nosebleed, I'm like, whoa, get away from me. Don't know why.
Rather than do the Jimmy Havoc one, anytime Thumbtack Jack used syringes.
I saw
And I could literally watch any deathmatch wrestling apart from that.
referee,
That was the only-
NXT referee Drake thingy, the orange.
Oh,
Younger.
yeah.
He had a whoop straight
was
through
it.
his face.
Yeah.
No, that's from that similar ilk. Some guy taking a back bump on some scissors. There's just a board with his scissors.
Yeah, they do that in Big Japan. Oh, and
God.
Oh, what's his name? Jimmy Lloyd in Game Changer Wrestling this year got Irish whipped in the corner, and mate, they were like, it bounced off, and he even went, oh, wait, what did that do? And I went, yeah, you might want to stop doing those scissors bumps. Those are actual scissors. Yeah.
They're wired differently, aren't they? Some of these wrestlers.
Anytime one of them, like, not even like a bad, big accidental one, but just a bump where they've got to do that and it, like, still land on top of their head. I'm not quite sure how they do it. But I remember once I used to do jiu-jitsu when I was a kid, right? They were teaching how to do like a diving forward roll rather than just a standard forward roll. And I wasn't quite agile enough to do it. Overwent, just landed on top of my head. And I don't know how they get up and keep wrestling because you just like you hear that clunk and you just like and then you just out. Not out, but
when you say the forward roll, do you mean the
like a
normal one?
Like you've got to jump into it and then tuck your
actually
head.
jumping into all right.
Yeah, because I was part of the demo team, you see, which was a bit like wrestling.
Yeah.
I got to beat up the older lad David with a staff because he played a drunk like sort of lout who came along. I was
that makes sense,
sweeping the floor and then beat him up with it. He made me look like $1 million. And we
sold for you, did he?
Honestly did. It was like wrestling.
That's nice.
We grabbed the stick and I put a foot in his chest and leant back onto my back and he just went. The crowd all went. The people at the Temple Park performance evening or whatever went, ooh.
That
was fun, that.
Jiu-Jitsu was in Preston until the sensei got done for being a diddler.
Okay.
So,
Great.
Good lord.
shame because he used to compliment like, oh, here comes sparrow legs, to call me. Skinny legs.
Sparrow legs.
Yeah.
Wow.
Uh-huh. Hi lads, love the podcast. My question is, which wrestler you love to go on the sesh with? Or to your non-UK wrestlers, to non-UK listeners, get heavily drunk with. All the best, James Hands.
James!
Artwork included. I do know James Hands' name because he's
James.
just sent a lot of tweets.
Mate,
some of them are good, some of them are weird as out, but God knows if you're trying.
He did one of me and you having a fight with bottles of water.
Did he?
Lightsaber.
I didn't see that one. Because new Twitter's like killed my mentions.
I had a still water, you had a sparkling water.
Okay, there's
What's
a
this?
picture here. We have to put it on the camera or have to show it because there's... Alright, there's Jack the Jobber with Lindsay.
Should I?
Do you want to hold it? Lindsay Dorado. We have Ross with
Rusev.
a giant Strongbow Dark Root.
It's a keg. You get them from Tesco.
I didn't know you could get kegs
10
like that.
pints for £15 in there. You
We
know.
could Photoshop to say Taurus. With Rusev looking behind.
It's us with our favourite wrestlers, basically.
Pichini dancing with Mojo Rawley. And you can tell this is probably one that really happened because Mojo Rawley has got a top on, but Pichini's got his black shirt on. They appear to be in Saturday Night Fever disco. There's Jen Louise, who, and I swear to God, I forgot who Linda McMahon was, and I thought that might be Princess Diana.
I thought it was Hillary Clinton.
And there's me. And there's me recovering from. Oh my God, that's good. That'll be when I die. That'll be the picture they use on Ryan Sutton's website. Me tripping balls with Walter, who looked very impressed, as you can imagine. Oh, whoa, what a great photo. Can we have that
We'll get that.
somewhere,
We'll
or
flash
is
that
it-
up on the screen, I suppose. Yeah.
Now the narrator did. Nice that Princess Diana going to show. Where's the question? Oh, so
James Hands.
So people would like to go on the sesh with, or people that we have been on the sesh with. So
Oh, we've drunk with wrestlers before.
I have.
I have.
I think that's why they don't beat me up. They're like, oh, what are you having there? Oh, I'm having whiskey straight. Oh.
I've never felt more manly.
Lads, watch out.
You never felt more manly
Never felt more manlier.
when you were drinking with wrestlers.
Cody Rhodes took us to have Undertaker whiskey shots. Or wrestler shots, I think they're called, where you get whiskey
It's a trick.
and then just go
It's a trick, Ross.
gargle.
Oh, yeah, you've told me about that, right.
Yeah, apparently it's meant to get you.
Yeah, but that's.
Yeah.
But I know, but that's Americans, and they don't understand that we drink badly over here.
Well, Jimmy, how was the line in being brought up again?
It's not about getting a buzz on, man. Oh, I got a little buzz on. Shut up, you're not.
You know how it says, here's the drinking game I'm going to play. I'm going to drink, and I'm going to drink another drink.
Yeah.
And I'm going to drink another drink, and then I'll just give up and go home or have another drink. That's the
I was
game we're gonna
part
play,
of that. That's my school of thought.
What's your
Bring a
drinking
fire
game?
and stuff like that.
I love to ring a
Yeah,
fire.
it's good if you like. I'm too old for that. Now.
Bonding at uni was great with ring a fire.
Right.
Drinking games though, Crate Escape's the one.
Oh no, it's
Unbelievable.
Crate escape.
Crate
Everyone
Escape.
has to come with a crate with a minimum of 10 drinks, right? And then you have to just pile it up against the door. The room can only have one door, and you can't leave the room until all the drink is gone.
Oh.
Well,
So I did it with like 8 people, and there was like at least 80 drinks in the room. You couldn't leave the room until they were all gone.
the only bit I don't like is why can't you go to the toilet? It doesn't
Yeah,
make
that's
fun.
all I was thinking of. Right.
You gotta piss in the room.
I like the idea
What?
of
You gotta think about it, though.
bring a bucket.
I brought a giant jar of Nescafe, empty of course, because the ring at the top's large enough to piss in and not miss. Well, other amateurs in the room had like Lucozade bottles, and that's just
Oh, God.
that's not.
Oh, so I thought the whole thing was like you drink before you need to piss. And that's the whole thing. But no. We'll just piss and.
Oh,
these
it's
bottles.
impossible. You got like at least 10
Yeah, I
cans.
know, I
Yeah.
was thinking.
I mean, I like the idea of let's all get drunk before we go out. You've got to drink all these before you're on the night out. That's fun. That's, then I bet you had a wonderful time afterwards.
Oh, it's a delightful evening. Yeah.
But the piss bit,
it's the conundrum, isn't it? Do you tank them all before you need to piss?
To me, it doesn't sound fun.
Yeah, that's my point. Like,
sounds more like...
Well, I've got my best clothing on. I've got my Lynx Africa spray, pissed in a bottle. Yeah, I'm ready for a night out.
Chuck the piss out the window.
It's a
great night.
Oh, my God, Ross.
I was in Sunderland, man. I was fitting in.
Where he would just throw the
Anyway,
piss out the
so the
window.
question that go drinking with EC3 was cool.
He was fun.
Yeah. He's the size of a horse.
Some
so
lad
that was
challenged
nice.
him to a grapple.
Oh, right, yeah.
Moose was a great laugh.
Oh, yeah, everyone else had a great laugh, apart from Moose, who was like, oh, God.
Well, everyone shouted Moose at Moose, which was a great laugh.
And they still shout, by the way, if you're not familiar, in Newcastle area for World Culture Pro Wrestling and Defiant
He
shows,
was so over.
Moose was so over with the chant and everything that they still, to this day, some arseholes still chant Moose. Guys get carried outside the ring. One guy,
Moose!
Like, that's been in Newcastle for like 2 years.
Adam Paci's second favourite wrestler, isn't he? Moose.
Oh, he's got good taste.
Jimmy Havoc's fun.
Nah. Martina.
I've never drank Martina. Was that the one you'd want to, or you have?
I've.
You drank a Martina?
Yeah,
Bloody hell. Seems like a great laugh.
Lovely human being.
I want to say... Tell you who was really fun. Bladeheart. Brett's son. That's like a shiny Mewtwo, that. Bladeheart was good on a night out. He was just a nice lad. Really nice lad. Not as...
I like Brett, so that's why I'm not laughing. That's an amazing name for a son.
Yeah, not as...
Do you reckon his girlfriend calls him Beyblade?
Let's move on. Nothing's gonna top that question.
Jesus Christ, Ross. Now it's time for the segment So Good They Made a Sweet of It. I say it every week, it's crap. I know it's not true. Reese's Pieces, and let's have a look at... Here we go. Colin from Massachusetts, who doesn't have a silly name. Good for you, Colin. Eric Bischoff versus Mr. McMahon.
Does that mean... Because he's put Mr.
He's
McMahon,
put
does that
Mr.
mean
McMahon's the
characters?
Oh, okay, for characters then. That's
I don't
different
know
story.
if that's what he meant, but because he put Mr. McMahon...
Maybe he's just being polite.
Maybe.
Mr. Bischoff doesn't work, does it? Characters, Mr. McMahon wins.
Yes.
There's absolutely
Yeah, it does.
no
isn't it?
contest.
Bischoff was amazing, though, in his own right.
Yes, he was.
Did everything, didn't he? Wasn't afraid to have a laugh at himself.
I think Mr. McMahon was way better at building himself up so he could be knocked down. I think it's what they say in the Monday Night War documentary, which got some stuff wrong, but one stuff they did get right was, the guys in WF were selling and losing when they had to, whereas the NWO were like, no.
That's too cool.
I think this week, lads, the NWO should come out and beat everybody up at the end. Everyone agreed? All right, let's do that. So, McMahon worked for that. What segment did Bischoff do as a character?
He got powerbombed through an announce table.
Right.
Off
It
the
was
stage.
a ruse all along. Because he was actually
Getting
the
powerbombed
NWO.
through... Yeah, that's silly. But
Yeah.
Stuff with Mae Young, he did, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, I think it's probably a better character than WWE, actually. Yeah.
That's what I thought he meant. I thought he meant like these
Right.
two heel sort of authority figures.
I like the stuff he did in WWF with when he was co-GM with Austin.
Some of it was alright, but I mean...
Like the bit in the skybox when they're both watching the show.
Yeah.
Austin makes him drink a beer, but he can't do.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. It's just like in short doses, alright, but every friggin' week.
I like his karate stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, that fight out with Flair backstage. Yeah. So
It
I'm
is
going with
McMahon, though. But I
very
think
different
Wonder said it's like, it's against Vince McMahon, isn't it? But Bischoff was amazing on his Raw GM, I thought.
Is Vince McMahon one of the most underrated wrestlers?
No.
Okay. he's had a collection of good matches.
He has, yeah.
Michael's probably being the best one, I think.
That camera shot.
When he's coming up from the thing, yeah. Was the Hogan one good?
It depends on the definition of good.
Was the Flair one wasn't good?
Flair McMahon was good.
Were there two? They have
At
two.
Rumble.
Oh no, I was thinking the one that. Oh yeah, was that the only one? It's just the Flair wasn't. It was like in his weird loss of confidence phase before he got good again.
Yeah.
But it was still good.
Yeah.
It's just weird to see Vince leading the match.
Yeah.
But I guess he's the heel. Yeah, Vince had some good match. The Michaels one was the best one, I think.
Best McMahon match. That's a good question.
It's Mike.
Oh,
Bret Hart
versus Zach Gowen.
versus Stephanie McMahon.
Oh, okay. I was being serious.
Versus God.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. There's the argument.
Do you see the Shane McMahon photo shoot network thing where they just
Yes, I did.
revisit-
Yes,
oh
I
God, the memories getting brought back there when in the bloody church. And
Hey, Shane. Dad, you can't do that.
It's off camera where he apologises to God for using a slightly bad word. Wasn't part of what was televised.
That's
just
right, yeah.
The drop cut. What did he say? I can't remember. Something about his testicles. Like, my balls. Sorry, testicles.
Yeah,
Something like that. I can't remember what it was.
But they did one I think was related to that around the same time. It was a part of that feud. I think inspired it. It goes, all right, God, you don't like me and I don't like you.
It's Cultaholic's
We'll get to the big question. Last week we did do a bit of a tease with off a bit of a weird tangent. We're talking about how AEW has a bit of an issue with having so many different wrestlers and characters on one show. How can they introduce all of them at once? And we did come up because we're such a think tank here at Cultaholic.
This is the start of a process. What we've done
Yes.
here, we've.
Wait a minute, I haven't said the thing yet. The AEW rap.
Yeah.
Hey, you may carry on.
You've got one. I've got one.
I've got some stuff here.
Jack
yes.
hasn't got one, but Jack will have one in the future, no doubt.
Jack's been up all night.
If you have any lyrics in the comments, put them in the comments.
Am I?
Then in the
Yeah.
future, we'll put them all together as a best of and
Yes.
put together an actual song with an actual music video.
I think that's the best option.
Am
This is the writing
Are
process.
we just cycling through in time?
I've got a
in
chorus
turn?
for you.
Well, I didn't realise you would come with nothing.
I didn't realise I had to come up with some. I found out.
Emerson, Lake and Palmer usually just show up and just make
I
music.
found out
together.
at 8:30 this morning that I was meant to contribute. Actually,
You
So
were
shut
here
up.
last week.
Yeah, I was, but I didn't realise that we were going to. You went, "I'll go away and write some," and I thought
I
Matthew's
did.
taking care of it.
I did,
And
but I
then-
like ragging on you in the podcast.
Well, this is unfair.
I've got a chorus, though.
You're a chorus. That's better than me. Well, you start the chorus. Okay, if you actually got the. I've actually got.
I've got Ross's lyrics though,
Ah.
but I don't have my. I can.
Well,
I've
that's
got
it.
it. It's to the
Ross
tune
does the chorus one time, then you do the chorus the next time.
I've got a chorus to the tune of Snooky Loopy.
God damn it. All right, go on.
Pro wrestling crazy are we? We're better than WWE. We'll show you what we can do with an A and a D and a W. Hey, come on now.
That's actually all right. It sounds like a shanty, though.
The good ship Khan.
But as opposed to my lyrics where I've just typed in AE dub 3 times, and I guess magic will just appear and I'll do that. Yeah, you know that placeholder? Let's leave that. Lorem ipsum. I'm Sean Spears. You know from back when. Want a concussion? I'll give you 10. He's Nick. I'm Matt. We love super kicks. Don't like it? Go tag Jim Cornette like a snitch. Some of these are better typed up than they are in real life, I guess. Wrestling has more than one. Oh, I've typed that out correctly there. Wrestling has more than one royal family. Like Marco Stunt, he's only 4'3".
Oh my god.
Jimmy Havoc likes to swear, you bunch of mugs, because he's the worst thing to come from Camden since N-Dubs.
His
Yeah.
words, not ours.
No, I agree.
Ross wrote that one. Darby Allin, like Evan Peters in American Horror Story. May look evil, he's be cheaty, so don't vote Tory.
You're cramming a lot in.
I know. Adam Page here, inspired by Hanson, Watson, Moore, the deadliest hangman since Chris Ben. Why don't you do the chorus again?
Wow.
I've got one. I'm Yuka Zakazaki. I.
Okay, that was good. Yeah.
I'm Darby Allin and I like to skate. Ooh, I broke my prostate. Now I'm on my way. Now I'm on my way to A&E. In fact, balls to that because I'm a massive Raji.
That's good.
Excalibur, I'm in a mask. Hopefully someone tells you why I'm in a mask. I'm Cody Rhodes. I'm a son of a plumber. I watch ITV with the murders in the midsummer.
Yes.
Booyakasha.
Oh.
I'm Adam Page and I like horses. Me do wrestles like Flair does divorces. Nay.
That's good.
I'm Matt and I'm Nick. We're the young
Bloody
bloody bucks. We'll try and kick your head, so you better try and duck. Sss.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
I'm Chris Jericho and I'm in a rage. Judas in! Judas in my mind!
We did. That was good. And also, I think we should actually mix it up. You know, like with the static transmission, it cuts into different mixes. So got the loads of money, Harry Enfield. They're doing up Fulham as my bread and butter. Me birds night's free, me cars are natter. Loads of money's a shout out adder. I swear my word, the geezer's in the gutter. And it cuts to PWG. That's Tony
What's
Khan.
happened here? Oh, right.
And then it just cuts again and goes, oh, Jungle Boy, off his hoe. Watch me crank it, watch me victory roll. Watch me crank that Jungle Boy, that Luchasaurus, that hoe. Where's my lyrics gone?
How many have you got?
There's one last bit. And then just static noises. Straight out of Benwell, a little Reggie called Pac-Man. Hit everyone on the planet not named Mam.
Wow.
I could do moonsault, star press and all that, but lose via pinfall. What's that? And that was it. Yeah, there's some...
The strength of street knowledge.
There's some pearls there in the ocean.
City of Cromington.
Cromington.
Lewis House is his name, and the boys come. No, right. Anyway, sorry, that was a very in joke, just for Richard, who might be editing this.
Awesome. I'm glad that you're sharing your in joke with absolutely no one.
Yeah.
So that's the AEW wrap. It's a work in progress, and like I said, this is how things are made.
Yes,
So-
it is.
And you're lucky that you got this.
One day before October the 2nd, there will be an official music video.
That's right.
It's a claim.
Officials.
I mean,
I love the idea I was doing it, but official.
we did one song last year. If we do another Christmas song this year and that rap, we'll do two. It's just growing exponentially. Soon we'll have like a whole back catalogue of songs.
We've
The
done,
CD,
we've got-
greatest hits.
We've got Pachiti's What Happened to That Wrestler song.
Yeah,
I did the 12 Days of Rusev.
very wrestling
That's a
Christmas.
very wrestling Christmas. AEW rap.
AEW rap.
There's 4. We've got a B side and an A side.
Official AEW.
We're really on our way.
Run away the bargain bins to a pound and near ye. All right. So the big question. SummerSlam.
We all love it.
That's a big question.
Moments, wasn't it?
Best SummerSlam moments.
Best SummerSlam moments.
Best SummerSlam moments.
Because SummerSlam is in 2 weeks' time.
Yes.
What was the best SummerSlam moment in
Ever.
SummerSlam history?
Well, the obvious one that we should say, because we're British, is Davey Boy pinning Brett at Wembley.
With Lennox Lewis waving the flag for Davey Boy. Of
Pachi's favourite match of all time.
course he is.
What do you mean, of course it is?
I don't know.
He likes Brett, to be fair.
I can like Brett.
Yeah. It was good. The finish was cool.
Remember, I love that how Brett takes it seriously, and I think that's a good thing. But he, One Night Only, 97, he said he wasn't sure the crowd were going to react to him because obviously he had that match with Davey Boy. So 5 years later, I thought the crowd were like, boo!
What? Well, as in like your week, you lost.
And I was like, you had that feud with Davey Boy
Oh, it's Bret Hart.
5 years ago.
Did you not realise, oh wait, I'm Bret Hart? Like, of course they're going to cheer me.
Oh wait, I'm Bret Hart.
I've just realised something.
My son's called Blade.
I'm Bret Hart. And
I'm Bret Hart, and I'm not in this company.
I'm in a rage. Watch me fall right off the stage. He fell off the stage.
God, this is
That
bull.
was
Anyway,
horrible, that, actually. Yeah.
I meant the actual fall. I didn't mean the rap.
No,
You got a
I
laugh,
meant
man. He was fine. You got a laugh.
he was fine. I'm surprised he was
I
fine.
know it was an awful fall.
I just
Oh,
saw...
they said fall off the cage.
No, he fell off the
Oh, he fell off
stage.
the
Yeah.
I saw the end of it. Ross saw all of it. I
I just
saw
went,
him.
"Oh!"
Yeah.
Awful.
Yeah. Anyway.
Best SummerSlam moments though, when CM Punk got on the ropes and was like, "They're gonna do a cash in." Triple H in the background going, "Who did he say that to?"
Why did he say that?
Because they're gonna do a cash
take
in. I
the
think it was when
piss.
Del Rio cashed in.
Yeah.
And like he did his during his entrance. Punk gets on the ropes and someone he knows in the crowd. He goes, "What does he do? He does something with his arms." But Triple H cottons onto what he's saying and goes like, "Who's he said that to?" So good.
I need to watch that back.
I think Del Rio cashes in. I think.
Was that the same SummerSlam as when Mark Henry wrestled Sheamus? Did that thing where he goes, Sheamus is laying over the ropes, and then Mark Henry puts his butt all over him on the way outside, and Booker T went, he gave him a skid mark.
The big one for this channel was last year when Ronda Rousey decimated Alexa Bliss and we beat Wrestle Talk. Yeah, get
Oh
in.
my God. You think you're watching, the end of the Ashes.
The way that we were celebrating, yeah, it was ridiculous.
Good times. I've never heard. What happened to Wrestle Talk?
What? You work for them?
I
I don't understand. I didn't get it. I
I
genuinely
know,
didn't
it's
get
just
it.
like, whatever happened to them?
There's still a YouTube channel?
Shut up.
Oh, right. Was it
What's
just...
your favorite SummerSlam moment?
I don't know. I'm scared. Punk versus Lesnar.
Yeah. They rewatch that.
What?
I need to rewatch that.
Yeah,
The Battle of the
very
two
good match.
UFC superstars.
Beast versus Best. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Michael's Triple H. Me. I know it's not really a moment, but like it had a few moments, didn't it?
Absolutely, because no one expected it to be that good after HBK was supposed to be retired.
Blackman and Shane. That was a SummerSlam.
Yeah.
2000.
2000.
Oh,
Kane getting
The
his
Del
mask.
Boy bump. Oh,
Kane getting his mask ripped off. 2000.
yeah, that was weird.
And he actually saw his face for a split second.
Hiding it.
Whoa! That picture's still on Google.
Yeah.
Whoa! When he had really long hair.
Yeah.
Really long hair. Angle versus Ray.
was
I'm just listing matches
was
Yes.
Foley and Orton at a SummerSlam?
No.
No, okay.
now. That was
Backlash,
Backlash.
though.
Yeah.
Oh, Backlash, of course.
Jinx, Touchwood, Black Magic.
Because of the red ropes. Yeah.
You cannot say until someone says his full name 5 times.
There was a. Oh, I don't want to. I can't be bothered to say his full name 5 times.
Oh,
He's gonna do it as well. He's gonna play along.
The ban is lifted
One of the.
as a wand.
Yeah, this is great for a podcast. One of the Matthew Gregg.
Matthew Gregg.
That's not his full name. It's like the idea of Tom would probably just, whatever, this is bombing horribly. Come on, carry on.
One of the triangle ladder matches was at a SummerSlam, I think.
Yep.
Very good.
TLC 1 was SummerSlam.
JBL got put
Ooh.
through the limousine roof
Oh,
when the fan
When
jumped
the
on.
fan jumped on, SummerSlam 04, my God. Oh, and that was in Bizarro World.
Canada.
Yes.
I've
Glad I
got.
said the right place there.
Oh, I've got one.
Go on.
Daniel Bryan versus Cena, and then the cash in after that
Yeah.
with Orton. That was brilliant. One of
was
the
very
best.
well done.
One of the best, like boo, like negative moments.
Oh.
That's actually good.
Oh,
And
Lesnar.
Brian
was-
just gave him a friggin' Shearer and a half to the heat.
The knee.
To Cena, yeah.
The knee's fantastic.
We need
no
to
need to
apologise
stop
to
shit.
listeners from last week's podcast for deafening.
You shouted Shearer
Yeah.
loudly.
Nobody fixed the audio like they said they would.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I hope they fixed the audio this week because you went off. What were you shouting at before? It's been so long since we started doing this podcast.
I've got no idea.
Probably James Corden.
I don't like James Gordon.
No, leave that bit in.
The knee was so good because it was the first time he used it, I think, as well.
Maybe.
And the crowd, you see the crowd going like, oh,
Yeah.
like there's genuine like, yeah.
And he just kicks his head off.
That's a brilliant
That's a
match,
good one,
actually. Yeah.
SummerSlam 91. Oh, all the SummerSlam 91's great. Apart from the main event. But when Mr. Perfect, who was working injured just to get Brett over, just like casually starts working over Brett, gives him the leg drop. And then Brett like gets him and turns into sharpshooter because it's that steady realization of the crowd, and they go, "Oh, it's a great reaction."
When he
that.
looks
Just
around
not
the
everyone
floor.
pops at the same time and gets it. It's just like a, "Oh, look! He's actually." And,
That needs a name.
Well, that pop.
That pop needs a
Well,
name.
I say Mexican wave,
well,
but
should we
that
call
doesn't translate to other countries. Many times I tweeted, "Oh, Mexican wave," and people going,
That's not a Mexican
"Excuse
wave."
me," and I'm like, "No, it's not a racist thing." As far as I know,
The Mr. Perfect pop, I guess. Even though it's Brett who did put it on.
the slow realization. I'm trying to
Well,
think
we
of
named
moments
them
like
all-
that
we
in
named
wrestling
them all
where
like
the crowd get it and go, "Oh."
We've got the Bobby Lashley pop, the Brother Love pop.
There was a third one, wasn't there? I forgot what it was.
Ah, balls.
It was a recent one.
We've got our own law.
It was
Yeah.
similar to a Bobby Lashley pop, though, wasn't it? It was like, Can we also add the Minoru Suzuki pop? Do you remember when Suzuki Gun came back to New Japan and people at the back of the venue started realizing first because they came in from the back and you hear like a wave of terror come across, like, It's
The
so
wave
good.
of terror.
The wave of terror, yeah.
The wave of terror. No, Mr. Perfect's about to lose. Yeah,
That's the
like it.
Minoru Suzuki pop.
Yeah,
Right.
trademark. the official Minoru Suzuki.
He was quite a nice bloke, actually.
Yeah.
Despite being like so scary. He's actually alright. Yes.
Thank you, Jack.
He's
Once
the,
it-
I'd like
once
to go on the
edges
piss
out
with Minoru Suzuki. There we go.
I can't even imagine.
No.
You could drink on the table.
What was... Oh, the marriage. Savage and Elizabeth. That's for SummerSlam moments as well. Because...
Will you take this woman to be your wife? Oh, yeah. Oh, God. That was a main event.
Yeah, it was a match made in heaven, a match made in hell. What was the match made in hell? Undertaker, probably.
No, the 2 versus 3 match. Warrior and Hogan teaming up when they should have been wrestling each other versus, God almighty, Sergeant Slaughter. What was Sheiky's name?
Hurricane and Rob Van
Colonel.
Dam. Oh, right. Adnan. General Adnan.
What?
Hurricane and Rob Van Dam. They're Slaughter's mates from Raw Reunion. They've been a team
Oh,
for...
see?
they've
Oh,
been a
that was...
team-
All right, okay.
They've been a team as long as we can
I thought
remember.
you could just go and spare.
No.
Yeah, in 91, Hurricane and RVD.
Yeah.
General Adnan and
Colonel Mustafa.
Kind of Mustafa.
Mustafa, that was him. That was made in hell. Oh, Sid Vicious is the ref.
Who won? I'm joking.
With the sizes 3+ t-shirt he's wearing. He like Cliven he had to absorb all his breath before he went out.
I want to think of one more to send it home. An excellent SummerSlam.
Go
moment.
on then.
No, I
We're
can't
just
think of
listing
one.
SummerSlam moments now. What happened last year at SummerSlam? Can you remember that?
Alexa lost to Ronda, thereby
Roman
handing
won the
victory
title,
to
didn't he?
to Cultaholic. Roman won the title.
Right. Yeah.
Kevin Owens got squished by Braun Strowman in about a minute in a match where
Oh yeah, remember that when Braun just kept murdering Kevin Owens for
Yeah.
no real reason.
threw him off a ladder at Money in the
Pit
Bank.
Fury's
Come
car
in the
tipped his rental
toilet.
car.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
toilet.
Oh, I remember was it 2016 then? No,
Or
2017.
Jon
Matthew,
Stewart,
2019.
no?
The four-way.
Oh, the just
Joe versus
yes.
Lesnar versus Strowman versus Reigns.
when they just chucked everything at each other. That was brilliant.
What a four-way. And they put it on Dewey's YouTube.
Nice.
Yes. So you have to use the brand new spanking network update. And I didn't know this, so I have to go for Ramble, that the original network that they've been using was using Flash. Which means that when it came out, it was already outdated because everyone stopped using Flash. But I guess they'd already had the deal with them. Which is probably why it was so crap. But now the new ones come out, and people apparently, should have said this in the news, apparently are having some issues with cancelling the network.
Are they?
Yeah, they go to cancel, and it was like, oh, it doesn't really work. So we won't let you leave.
Well,
There's the Ziggler contract we've all signed.
I've got no more moments.
Yeah, you know, on that note, rather than list every good SummerSlam moment that's happened since '88, let's leave it at that. Ross, anything to plug?
Bugger all.
Okay. Jack?
I'm really enjoying at the minute Journey Through Gorilla Island, which is a podcast.
Oh, nice.
I don't know any of the people involved, but I've been listening to a few of their episodes. It's basically just 4 people talking about, they review every PWG show ever, and it's just weird to hear, like, and then he wrestles Technical Wizard Joey Ryan.
I think the first year and a bit of PWG is something
It didn't seem
else.
very good at first.
Oh, no, it wasn't.
No, the first event, they promoted Styles versus Joe as the main event, and Joe turned up to say, I'm injured, sorry, and then it was Styles versus Kazarian.
Yeah. I didn't know that about Joe. Oh.
Yeah, he turned up apparently, but just to say sorry.
I've wrestled, where's my money?
Check them out. That's Journey Through Gorilla Island. Gorilla spelt as in Guerrilla Warfare, like PWG. Just search that and you'll find their socials and stuff. Cool.
Yeah, how else do people find it? Google.
Yeah, Google it.
And I'd like to endorse both Grapple, first lovely t-shirt that they gave me to plug. Grapple. Spartan Water.
Come on.
You know,
Pathetic.
go put this out and Leave the Memories Alone by Fuel. Myself a sad wank tonight. And if you have any questions or
Hillary
thoughts or
Swank.
opinions for us tonight, you can send it to... I'll point to you because there's no one else.
What were you talking about?
Cultaholic, mailbag.
Oh, yeah.
Patreon.
Mailbag at cultaholic.com for emails about the mailbag and the other one we do, the Reese's bit.
Yeah.
Patreon.
Look, you only get this amount of energy these podcasts. We're out.
Patreon.com/cultaholic. It's a different time. My fault, admittedly.
Hillary
I do
Swank.
apologise.
Thank you, Jack. So,
Because Sad Wank, Swank, Hillary.
Right.
Gonna go and have a Hillary.
right, on that note,
Oh, yes.
all right, on that note, let's put our hands in the middle of the table, pretend we're doing the fist, and then be very mature and cradle the ball.
I was doing the
Balls.
Bison Troopers salute.
Oh, I'll do that. I'll do the Bison Troop salute.
Bison?
Bison Troopers.
That's the bar?
Bison.
Well, the bar nicked it from
they're
Street Fighter.
just big Street Fighter the movie
Yeah.
fans.
But then at the end, Zangief turns
Now
face
you
because he
look
goes
like
like,
real Bison
yeah.
Troopers.
But then
I see you in the covers.
Guile turns him face because
Anyway.
he does that, and he's like, oh yes.
And he does that, and then Batista goes to...
Electric
All
chair
right,
drops.
Bye, Cultaholic, join us. Bye.
Bye,
Bye. Thanks for watching. Let us know what you think in the comments below. You can follow Cultaholic on Twitter @Cultaholic, and you can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Cultaholic. If you enjoy what we do, you can pledge to our Patreon at patreon.com/Cultaholic. Hit subscribe, and don't forget, join us